everybody. So I have, whoops, here comes a fire engine. So I have some extra time this afternoon, and Brian really wants me to go to the Midway Museum, but I'm just not that interested. And to be honest, I've been to San Diego 3 times. Both times I've done the zoo and I've done Old Town, so I really wanted to try something else. So what I decided to do, as you can see behind me, I'm crossing the highway, is I'm just going to head over to Balboa Park and explore a little bit. Just walk around and see some of the sights and some of the history, and I don't know, maybe ride the carousel and just see what that's all about. This was probably not even a quarter mile from my hotel. So what I'm going to do is I am going to go in right here, right in the bottom, and then I'm just going to kind of go across. I definitely want to go over the bridge, and then I'll probably do a loop here throughout the park. And the flight path here, which is awesome. This is really low. There's a great view here. And also, right where that El Cortez is, that's where my hotel is. So it's super, super close. And here's another airplane. Another really great view. This is down there is where I came from. That's where I came from. All right, let's go explore. All right, one more before I keep walking. Just because this is going to be a good one. There is a chess and a horseshoe club here. Doesn't look like it's been occupied in quite a while. I wonder if that was due to COVID. They are not, doing as many events as they were before. But this is one of the first things that you come across in the park when you're going. I'm going clockwise. So my next big thing I want to see is the bridge. Across from the chess and the horseshoes, you get a great view of that building. I can't remember what it's called, but we will go and check it out at some point. All right, we are coming up on El Prado. Let's see, we have a statue here. And this is such a beautiful area with the foliage. The woman in the statue, or the statue, is of Kate Sessions, who's a scientist, horticulturist, nursery woman, and mother of Balboa Park. Amazing. All right, we are going to go and cross the Cabrillo Bridge, which I've seen many times driving to the San Diego Zoo, but have never actually been across it. All right, before we head over the Cabrillo Bridge, we have some information here about the Balboa Park West Mesa. And we also have the state flag of California overhead. This is the Sefton Plaza of Balboa Park. And on the other side, there's some information. It's a gift from the San Diego Trust and Savings Bank, 1989. Before we get to the bridge, there's a dog park. The German Shepherd, and it looks just like mine. And we also have information here about the Cabrillo Bridge. 1915. All right, well, let's go across. All right, and here it is. Can't see the Great Arch from up here, but let's go ahead and give it a cross. Across the bridge, you can see the San Diego Zoo and their gondolas as well. We also get a great view of downtown from up here. After crossing the bridge, you do find this, the National Historic Landmark seal. Here's a view from the other side of the bridge. You really can't see the arch still, but at least you can see where we went across. I also found this dedication plaque for Balboa Park. Here we are inside the California Quadrangle, the Plaza de California. Let's zoom out. Sorry for the sun. Amazing. And this actually was a carillon, kind of like in Florida at Botanical Gardens. Amazing. Inside the Craig Knoll Garden, there's some Dr. Seuss going on. Come on. There's also a time capsule in here. It's supposed to be unearthed in 2115. Checking out the Old Globe area. Now I understand why about the Dr. Seuss. It's because they will be doing How the Grinch Stole Christmas. So there you go. This is a really beautiful area. Very peaceful. And you also get an amazing shot back here of this building again. Wow. So this is the Alcazar Garden. And there is some information here. And once again, from the 1915 exposition. It seems like everywhere you turn in this park, there's another amazing opportunity for a photo. There's also a plaque here for the Rotary Club because in 1962 they helped restore the gardens. I saw this sign from the Alcazar Garden, and so I decided, you know what, let's go ahead and check this area out. beginning of the trail brings you kind of on a boardwalk, and then we're gonna go head down this stairwell to the trail. Look at the roots on this thing. Unbelievable. So pretty quickly, you either can go straight or you can go to the left. My goal is to get to the Cactus Garden, which means I'm gonna need to go left here. And so that's the route I'll be taking today, in case you're trying to follow this route as well. And even from here, you can see the Carillon. This is pretty heavily trafficked, so it seems very safe, but it also still feels very peaceful, even with other people on this trail. There's the Cabrillo Bridge that we crossed earlier. You get a pretty good view of it from this trail. And then if you did want to meet up with that lower trail, there's a very steep, sketchy staircase of trees if you wanted to go down. You know, one thing I have to say about coming to Balboa Park is whenever you go places, and this is true for me too, you know, you always think about the touristy things and, oh, I have to do X, Y, and Z, and, you know, this is this expensive. I'm really trying to find the free things to do. I find that most of the time, these free activities are the real memory makers. They're something very unique. And even, you know, they're things that sometimes locals don't even do. Like even in Tampa, there's so many things that are free that we don't do. And that's why I try to go to different parks and everything to experience what we have. You know, going to Tampa isn't all about going downtown or going to Busch Gardens or going to the beach. There's a lot of other things to do too. Same thing here in San Diego. So let's keep going. Let's see if we get another awesome view of the bridge. That was unexpected. I wasn't expecting that. And then we'll keep going around this trail. Now this is a really cool building. I'm not sure what it is. I'm sure we'll see it in a moment. Very, very southwest. But take a look at this. Oh, this was the view I did not think I was going to be able to get when we crossed the bridge. That is amazing. I don't know if you can hear the Carillon, but it's playing right now. Another amazing view of that from over here. I don't see any signs for it yet, but according to Google Maps, this is the old Cactus Garden. And it said it was circa 1935. So we'll walk around and see if we can find any information about it. Beautiful. Just never-ending views of that Carillon. And we do have the city skyline as well from this view. I didn't find anything yet about the Cactus Garden. However, on this chimney, it does say that it was donated in 1944. All right, so the building that is out front of the Cactus Garden is the Balboa Park Club. And we do have some information here. And here's the building. This area has a lot of the museums. There's the Air and Space Museum, the Automotive Museum. So if you're looking for all the museums in the area, this would be the spot for that. This organ and pavilion is very, very popular right now for people getting their photos taken. Let's go check it out. And here we are again. Here's another great view of the pavilion. And there also is a little piece of information here, 1936. This is the tea pavilion. And it also has right here, the Japanese Friendship Garden. There is an entry fee to that, so I'm going to skip it today. But in case you're looking for it, there it is. Some information about the history of the Japanese Friendship Garden here. And just another view of the tea pavilion and the entrance to the Friendship Garden. There's also this here from 1982. They have San Diego the Beautiful, and this is a replica of one of the Yokohama. Over here we have a view of the Japanese Friendship Garden. So if you're thinking about going, you can kind of preview it here. I'm not sure what this building is right now, but it has a stairwell going down, and it looks like a nice view down here. So let's go check it out. You know, one thing I'll say is San Diego does a really good job of explaining what these things are. So this is the Casa del Rey Moro Garden that we just walked through. And just one more look at the garden from the other direction. The restaurant that we saw was the Prado. And you can actually go inside the foyer. They also provide some information about the courtyard garden. And there also is a gift shop for Balboa Park. And there are restrooms down there as well. The visitor center is also in a historical landmark building. And it was reconstructed in 1997. Here's the Botanical Gardens. Now we're at where El Prado meets Village. We're going to head over to the fountain. Here we have the Natural History Museum. And And over in this more touristy area, there's a lot of vendors out. I'm only catching a few of them. There's been way, way, way more out today. We do have a plaque here. So this fountain was dedicated in 1981. Over past the fountain, I noticed this bridge, so you already know I have to go check it out. Love the mountains that we're seeing in the background now. And there's a nice rose garden on the other side. But I'm gonna head back because it's starting to get a little bit later. And I still have a few more things that I want to take a look at before we head back to the hotel. We're almost done with our tour now. And we have a theater across. And this is the famous fig tree. You can see it's all fenced off so people don't go and bother it. So just a couple more stops and then we're gonna head back to the hotel. The sun is starting to get low in the sky. And of course, the last site before we head back is the San Diego Zoo parking lot. Maybe next time. Been there too many times. Unfortunately, I got here a little bit late today to explore the Spanish Village Art Center. So I am heading back to the hotel, but I'm gonna make a very, very strong statement. If you have never been to San Diego and you are debating between going to Old Town San Diego or coming here to Balboa Park and walk around, I would hands down pick Balboa Park, having been to both. And I've been to Old Town San Diego multiple times. This place is really, really amazing. If you have time, do both. But I'm telling you, if you only have one time to do one of them, definitely come here to Balboa Park. Here's another view of the art center. Yeah, I really wish I came here earlier in the day because this looks amazing. Look at this. These are all little stores with different art. So cool. There's also a map here of the entire art area as well. Very, very cool. Like, this area actually very much reminds me of Old Town San Diego. But man, Balboa Park has so many things to see and do. This is just amazing. Here I'm back to the Casa del Prado Theater. I showed you it before when I was across on the other side of the fig tree, but here is another more up-close view of it. Amazing. Behind the Casa del Prado is this beautiful garden area as well. I mean, there's so many intricate areas to really explore. This is actually the Botanical Garden, but just seen from a different angle. You really could spend the whole day walking around Balboa Park just exploring. This fountain also has a plaque. This is recreated from 1915, but it was actually built in 2005. And again, this is right outside the Botanical Gardens. And some information about the Botanical Building. Now that the sun is going down, it's just so magical here. You already know that video just cannot show how beautiful it is right now as the sun is setting here in San Diego. That plaque is in the California Quadrangle right before we head back over the Cabrillo Bridge, and it just looks so magical with the lights on.